Let's go. Content queen, but my crown's been tilted. I make dope shit, but... Hey y'all, welcome back to GoziTV 2.0. On this channel, we just talk. And today we are talking from my parents' house in Houston, Texas. Yes, I'm in Houston for a week. And I really need to come to see my family. Like, I just really needed to. This is the first time I'm seeing my family in the flesh since 2020 has started, and it feels really good to be here. Anyway, okay, so listen, y'all. What does any of this mean? Am I out of focus? Come on, what's going on? Honestly. Okay, what does any of this mean? What does this mean for my career? What does this mean for dating for people? What does this mean? You know, this is a question that I've been just like asking myself, but more so like asking kind of the people around me, or just like, I mean, let's be honest, I'm low-key in quarantine because my life is literally, I mean, I work from home. Anyway, this is just a question I've been asking myself, people, whatever. What does this mean? So, I live in Hollywood. The AC air, like, vent is so loud, and I really hope you guys can hear me, and I really hope it's not obnoxiously loud in the microphone. Anywho, yeah, this that I'm talking about, okay, this is just loud. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, okay, living in Hollywood. And there's a level of fakeness that you have to uphold. We can pretend like that's not a thing, but it is. And now that the world has shifted into a very, very, very real space, a space where we can't go back to like the old normal, like we're done with it, like we can no longer pretend like it's normal. People want to speak out, and there's a lot happening on social media where people want to speak out, but they don't actually want to address what's really, really going on. So it's like a very buttery, sugar coatery kind of way of speaking out. And it's like, we know that you're doing that not to protect your image and not to be looked at in some type of way, but because so that when the world goes back to normal, or when the world starts, doing its thing again, you don't want to be maybe blackballed or blacklisted, or you want to make sure that you still have those opportunities. But if those opportunities are stemmed from you being quiet about injustices, do you actually want them? And living in Hollywood, I'm living in a place where many people do sell their souls. Many people do things that they inherently would never do if it wasn't for the idea of do this and you get fame, And I don't really care how long I'm in Los Angeles. I don't think I ever want to become that person. And I don't want to put my foot in my mouth for the future or anything, but a huge reason why I started GoziTV was so that I can literally speak my truth and like in a way that's going to get to people, and that's comedy. So I'm not gonna say all of my opportunities can get taken away and I wouldn't care, but I will say that it's a very interesting time for people in the public eye. It's a very interesting time for everybody, but I'm just speaking from, the space that I inhabit in Los Angeles. It's very, very interesting. It's still like, is your mind and who you are enslaved to the industry? Is it enslaved to wanting to have this image of being famous or whatever? Is it enslaved to the people that call the shots or give you the opportunities? Like, it's just been a really, really interesting time to see how things are unfolding with even some of the people that I know on social media, and how they're going about it. And everyone's gonna go about things in their own way. Like, go subscribe to GoziTV. I'm over there messing with dolls, truth-telling dolls, you know. So that's my outlet to get out the truth, you know, with underneath an art umbrella, in a way that I found to make work for me. But it's just such a very, very interesting time where I'm seeing the direction that everyone is going in. I'm seeing what it really is. Like, the funniest part is everyone talks about 2020 and XYZ and 2020 vision and all of that stuff, but I feel like the more 2020 continues, everyone is starting to see more clearly, like the pandemic, that started showing people's true colors, right? And a lot of people lost friends, and people went their separate ways in XYZ, and that was just the pandemic. Now, this new uprising, awakening, revolution, this is also showing people's true colors. And so their vision, it's getting clearer and clearer and clearer. We're in June right now, where our vision has been like, our eyeballs have been wiped, our glasses, you know, the fog's coming off, and this is just June. We're halfway through the year, and people's vision of just life and everything about life has been cleared. Imagine where we're gonna be in September. Imagine where we're gonna be in December. There's so many realizations and everything, y'all. I'm here with my family, and I'm so happy. My nephew turned 8. He's such an amazing kid, and the conversation about, like, when do you start talking to the kids about what's going on? Like, when, right? And I'm not a parent, but I do have nieces and a nephew, and I've just, oh my God, why am I getting emotional? I have been thinking about what is life gonna be like for them, because I didn't grow up in segregation. I didn't grow up during like the Jim Crow laws. I grew up in the 90s, what it seems like awesome and and like great, and we're progressing, and here's this new millennium, new century, all of this stuff, 2000, all this stuff, right? And that's been cool. But now I want my nieces, I want the microaggressions, I'm just getting emotional, because it's like, now I feel like my purpose is to use my art and spread freaking awareness, and make sure that my nieces and my nephew are getting it from me in a way that's digestible. Because it's so crazy. The world is so crazy, and we've been living in this is normal, but it's not. But we're just living in it, and this is just what happens. But we're tired of that. We are tired of that world. And I think about my nieces and nephew all the time, and I think about, what can I create to tell them what it is? What can I create to make sure they're getting the information, and knowing how to walk about it and maneuver it? Because as a Black woman, the world will try you. The world will try you, but you have to be able to move in a way that is cohesive for your mental and spiritual well-being. And so there are a lot of people that are afraid to speak out, because they are afraid that the industry will blackball them. They're afraid that they will no longer get these opportunities. Into that I say, you know, to that I say that, because that's not even, if you're doing something that's not even right in your soul, you're never even going to be happy. You can become famous and get this mansion and all of this stuff, but your soul, well, at that point you might have sold it, so you don't even have it to feel it. But I don't want to sell mine. I want to keep it here and have it awesome with me. And I'm just LA, y'all. I'm not this isn't I'm tired of LA vlog. This isn't I'm ready to leave, I'm going back to Texas. This is none of that. I love LA, I love California, and I don't see myself leaving. This is just me, you know, expressing what I've been seeing, and also being in the industry and seeing how things are going during these crazy times when people need to be the realist, right? This is a real time. Like, we don't need the BS. Everyone needs to be coming with the real. It's very hard for some people to show that realness and to show that, because they're still holding on to an industry where they believe that the only way to get on the other side is to be quiet. The only way to get on the other side is to, you know, maybe be a puppet, maybe act a certain way, maybe sell your soul, but that's not the only way. That's not. No. I will always be an advocate for living your truth, even in the darkest hour. Because these hours are dark right now. You hear me? Dark. They're dark. But they don't have to be. These times are dark, but your art will be the light. Your art will be the light in these dark times. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you that. Your art will be the light. I will never have to sell my soul, or do some crazy BS in Hollywood, because it's in here. The burning passion that took me to Hollywood is still inside of me. It's nothing outside of me. Nothing. It's nothing outside of me that's gonna make me like, no, it burns inside of me. So even though the world seems like it's burning down, going crazy, the US is on fire. My passion to create stuff is just that lit. I just wanted to come here and talk to you guys because it's a very interesting time. 2020. Okay, so my favorite story in history was Anne Frank. And okay, this gum is over. And like, I'm gonna put it right here. I was literally about to put it on my thigh like a freaking teenage girl. Okay. Anne Frank was my favorite story because she wrote through the pain. She wrote through the pain. She wrote through the freaking pain, y'all. So this video is just to tell you guys everything's gonna be okay. Don't sell your soul. Don't sell your soul. No matter where you are. I always speak from a person that lives in LA because I am a person that's chasing my dream in LA, but I'm in Houston right now. I miss talking to you guys. I'm not gonna apologize for being gone for a month. I told y'all where I was. Anyway, if you like this channel, subscribe, because we just talk. If you're into the funny stuff, go subscribe to my main channel. That's GoziTV. We have merch, okay? We dropped some GoziTV creative thinking caps for those of you guys that want to create and you're trying to figure out, you know, how you can donate proceeds from the hats. Go to Black Lives Matter, okay? The link is down in the description box below. I really, really, really am happy that I have some more to come and talk to you guys during this crazy time. All right, I will see you guys very soon.
I make dope shit, but y'all don't feel it. And I edit so much, I could do it in my sleep. Create so much, I think it runs in my genes. That's GoziTV.